It's coming home. Finally, England has ended the 56-year drought. Their women's team has ended the curse.
Well, let's talk about this for a minute, my friend. Let's talk about this. For those of you who don't know, the women's football team, soccer, for the American viewers, they've won the 2022 Euros.
Yeah, which is their first trophy since this year.
The country of England, altogether, their first trophy.
England.
What was the last win?
The last one, you see, for those of you American viewers, England and Germany had this huge rivalry.
Yep.
And the last major trophy that they won was the World Cup on July 30th, 1962. Ironically, and that's the time against Germany.
And then what happened?
56 years later, the exact same scenario, 50 only this time in the women's game.
In the women's game. So it was quite poetic that they happened to kind of pull it off in the same fashion that they did.
So I'm just gonna go over there.
Yeah, let's go over it and then let's get into our debate / conversation, because I have a different view as to what you do, but that's what we do here. We kind of lay it out there. We kind of go to battle. So let's hear it.
Do you want to debate it?
Yeah, dude, let's debate it. So give me your point. Give me your point of, you say it's coming home. The curse has been broken, as he told me. The England curse has been broken. So please explain to me your view on that.
This is my view. If you want to fight back, I'm okay with that.
I'm ready. I'm geared and ready to go.
Okay. So, my view is this. Now that England has ended the 56-year drought,
Yep.
there is less pressure on the men.
Bull. That's where that's where we separate. Okay, so this is what I'll say, okay? The women winning the Euros, fantastic. Any sort of major championship coming back home to England is a major accomplishment for them. But this is what I'm going to lay it out like this, all right? And I already laid it out to you like this, all right? The women accomplishing this, I believe, is their accomplishment and their break from a curse that England might have had. However, I think that this puts more pressure on the men, because now the men have to live up to the women's accomplishments and they have to break their own curse, because their curse has been devastating. PK loss after PK loss, choke after choke after choke. And I'm going to make this argument. This might not be a popular argument, but the women winning the Euros, to me, does not live up to a World Cup.
That's why the World Cup is next year. We'll find out.
I'm just saying, you made the argument that it could be the equivalent of, what was it, 1999?
Yes.
The 1999 American women's team winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that kind of catapulted them into the stratosphere where they're a powerhouse now.
But think of it this way. This is my counter argument. The English flying lessons within the 2 days. Allow your learner to the future British Prime Minister to get goals involved in football.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 classes.
You're right. No, you're right. I agree. I think that this is going to be a major step up for the English Women Football Club, because I think, like you said, it's going to bring a lot of attention
to the WSL, which is the professional league, which is the women's equivalent to the Premier League.
Okay.
Which is the biggest thing in the world.
It's a good argument, but so let me ask you. So when you say that it takes off the pressure of the men to win the World Cup because a championship has been brought to England, why do you think that pressure has come off the men?
Because it took 56 years.
Yeah.
And they finally, poetic, justically,
Yep.
they beat Germany.
Yeah.
against.
Yes. Okay. I see what you're saying.
If there was any other nation, that it wouldn't be any other nation besides England or Argentina.
So, all right. Oh wait. So maybe I'm hearing you wrong. So let me say that maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
So when you say that the curse has been lifted, you don't mean like literally on all of England. You mean that the curse was that Germany lost.
Yes.
And now that they
But penalty.
now that they have been able to beat in a poetic manner Germany, that kind of broke that curse. Now it's open for growth.
Yes.
I got what you're saying. Okay. I can roll with that. Okay.
The penalty shootout drama is over.
God, I got what you're saying. Okay.
What I mean is like all of the accidents losing on penalties. You can start packing stop putting your backpackers away.
No, I'm not saying. So now let me ask you this, all right? I'm not saying that the Euros is not a powerhouse tournament because you have powerhouses like Germany and Belgium and France and you.
No, this is the women's game. Germany and Sweden and France are the ultimate power.
Yeah, no, they're the powerhouse. No, absolutely. Yeah. So there are some powerhouses. There are a lot of powerhouses in the Euros, but you're eliminating one major team.
Are still developing.
A lot of them are still developing, but when you get into the World Cup, we're talking the U.S. We're talking all the Latin American countries.
Yeah.
We're talking a lot of powerhouses. Do you think that the English women can repeat on a World Cup stage?
Absolutely.
Oof.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So wait. So is this year's World Cup that's coming up? Is it men's and women's, or is it just men's?
The men's World Cup starts on November 20th, and the English men play on the. In fact, here's a little bit of a spice for you. England and the U.S. are in the same group together.
Ooh, I'm gonna look up. Don't mind me. I'm gonna look up the World Cup groups.
Yep. Also, congratulations. I'm gonna give a shout out to Canada. First World Cup in 36 years.
Oh, okay. So let's look at these groups. So we've got Group A is Qatar, the host city. Host nation. Yep. Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Who do you think's coming out of that group on top? I'd say the Netherlands on that group, right?
I would say you never know with me because I can pull up a surprise, but it's probably not gonna happen. I'm not gonna admit it, but I'll admit it. I gotta go. Qatar is a little bit of an unknown factor.
You're gonna go Qatar in that group.
I would say Qatar and the Netherlands.
Okay. Group B, England, Iran, the U.S., Wales.
I would say England and Wales.
I would say England and Wales with the U.S. maybe instead of Wales. I would say maybe England and U.S. but maybe England Wales.
But I think not to put a damper on it, but the U.S. is a young.
They're young. They are young. You're right.
Give them 4 years.
Okay.
I don't mean to put a damper on it.
No, you're right. I believe
it's 2026.
Okay. I respect that. Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland.
I would say
Poland and Argentina?
I would say, what was it again?
Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland.
I would say Argentina and Mexico.
Oh, over Poland.
Yeah.
Okay. Group D.
Because they have, but here's the thing, when you have only one star player, that is a problem, and I'm talking about Barcelona's Robert Lewandowski.
Okay.
Because if you have only one player that's world class, you will lose every time.
I gotta say, these groups are pretty evenly spread out that I'm looking at them. There's not many, like death groups, like that people would say in the past. Group D is France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. You gotta go Denmark and France, right?
They're gonna say, I am gonna go. You know what I love my audience.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna go Australia.
I'm gonna go with Australia and Denmark.
Ooh,
France.
no, come on.
France, the one chance.
They're not gonna get out of the group stage.
It happened in 2002.
Stop it. Group E: Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Obviously, that's gonna be Spain and Germany.
I would say.
Don't mess with me. Come on, what are you saying?
Japan.
Japan's up and coming. They can make a spill.
Costa Rica.
You're saying Germany and France aren't getting out of the group stages?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Do you see what I deal with? Do you see what my brother puts me through here? Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. That's a fun group. Croatia and Belgium? Morocco? You're going to go Canada, aren't you?
I would say Belgium and Croatia.
Okay, I agree with you on that. Group G: Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. That's a good group, too.
This is a stumper.
That's a tough group.
Oh,
Maybe the Swiss and Brazil?
no, I gotta go with Cameroon and the Swiss.
Whoa! And Brazil. So you're telling me, he's telling us that France, Germany, Spain, and Brazil aren't coming out of the group stages.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus. Group H: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and Korea. I think Korea's kind of a sleeper in this.
Korea and Ghana. Put Ronaldo. God.
Come on. Oh, speaking of Ronaldo, so now, all right, so we had, those are the predictions of who's coming out of the group. So then, who do you have winning?
In the World Cup final, I have. This is gonna be a.
Let's hear it. Let's hear your prediction.
England versus Australia, and then at this final,
And then who wins?
and England.
You're riding the England train. It's coming home. That's what you're saying. All right.
And I won it, and it wasn't England without a little piece of Australia as well.
Wow. So can I just say something too?
Yeah.
You said Ronaldo there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you happen to watch last Sunday,
Yeah.
the opening day of the Premier League? Who did Man U play? I can't remember. Was it a little team called Brighton?
Yeah.
Oh, and who won that, my friend?
You guys won 2-1.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. For those of you who don't know, I support Brighton, and this man supports Man U, and they just happened to face each other in the opening week of Premier League.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I mean,
There was some nail biting situations in there, but it turned out pretty well.
But can we just go back to the England Germany?
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go full circle.
Oh my God! What a match! Could you
It was a great match.
anything more?
No, it
But
was
what
great.
a story! I mean, the manager Sabina Beekman got her substitutions spot on.
Yeah.
And when you're making the right moves as a manager, what did you think?
It sets you up for success. It sets you up. That is one thing that I've learned. I never watched soccer or football. I never watched
Until you
until you and I met, and I just started getting recently more into it, and I've been trying to learn because the culture is very different, like transfer portal, like very weird. So I've been trying to learn, and what I've learned is that the substitutions, because I would always wonder. I would watch the game and I'd go, why is one of the best players not playing right now? And because it's so important where and when you substitute. And I didn't realize that, and it's a really big piece.
By the way, Matt Ryan, the goalkeeper,
Yeah.
an Australian guy,
Oh,
an Aussie.
okay. So do you think that? So you think England it's coming home? So you were really inspired by that English win in the women's Euros?
But can I just give one of the players there?
Please do.
Chloe Kelly. And just 3 months after sustaining nearly a career-ending ACL injury,
Yeah.
comes back 3 months later and scores the game winner.
Beautiful.
And the celebration was...
It was epic. Because there was a question if she was offside, right? And then they reviewed.
No,
What was the question? There was a question.
no. Chloe wasn't sure whether the referee gave a free kick. So
That's right.
there was a little bit of
Yeah, there was a little
hesitation.
bit, but then once it went through, man.
She did her best Brandy Chastain.
Which is why I think you also kind of got influenced by that 99 type situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was, hey, it was poetic all around. So,
But what a story for Chloe Kelly was a footballer from the streets. She is a lifelong QPR fan.
yeah.
But what a story.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Ella Toon, another substitute. 2 substitutes from rival clubs in the same town. I want you to think of it. Chloe Kelly and Ella Toon are from Manchester United and Manchester City, respectively.
Okay. Yes, you were telling me that.
To combine
Can I? So
in the most iconic sports duo in
it was pretty amazing, and so I have an idea to end these videos. I have an idea.
Yes.
So we talk, we debate, we do some predictions or whatever. But I have a new idea. Testing your sports genius. All right? With some questions relevant to the topic. Are you down for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, since we talked a lot about football or soccer and the World Cup, I'm going to start off simple this year. This video. I'm going to go back to the past 3 World Cups. And I want you to tell me the winner. And for a bonus question, who they won against. So in the 2010 South Africa World Cup, do you know who the winner was?
Spain beat the Netherlands 1-0 in that time.
That's right. You knew the score too?
In the 116 minutes by Andre Iniesta.
Do you see what I'm saying? So when I say sports genius here, right? I'm not messing around with you, right? I'm not saying like, oh, he's a sports genius and he knows basic stuff. We didn't plan this. Did we plan this? Did we plan this? No, I made this up 2 seconds ago. I was like, hey, let me ask him some questions. I asked him that question. He just completely derailed the question. 2014 in Brazil.
Germany 1-0 and at the time I get down to 0. I'm like, oh my body will go to...
That's right. Oh my god. The 2018 in Russia.
This musical is a fortune!
Yes, that's correct. Alright, that was alright. That was insane. Okay. So I have to pull. Can I just try and pull something out crazy here? All right, because you nailed it. 100 out of 100 times a million. All right. Let's just go to a random date. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a tough one for
Yeah.
you. 1994 U.S.
Brazil beat Italy in the penalty shootout. And the best five of Bernabeu.
No, you're lying. How do you know this stuff? Do you know what the final score was of the shootout?
No, it was 5-6.
Oh my god, dude, you are insane. All right, can I just pull some crazy stuff out then until you get something wrong? Should we just do this until you get something wrong? 1970s Mexico.
4-1. Brazil over Italy.
I'm serious. How do you know this stuff?
Go Italy.
Oh my god, that's correct. All right, let me pull something else out. Oh my god, dude, I'm trying to stump you here. 1958 in Sweden.
Brazil beat Sweden 5-2 on a hat-trick by 17-year-old Pele.
I'm literally stumped right now. All right. 1938 France.
Italy beat Czechoslovakia 2-1.
Dude. No, that was 1934 Italy. 1938 France was Italy beating Hungary. But Jesus, how do you know that?
Can we do one because this is.
You're getting them all. This is like none more. 1962 Chile.
Brazil beats Czechoslovakia 3-1.
Yes. 2002 Japan.
Brazil beats 72-0 on a double by Ronaldo.
1990. We already did 94. 2006 Germany.
Italy beats France on penalties.
Yeah. 1966 England.
England beats 74-2 in extra time.
1930 Uruguay.
Uruguay wins the first World Cup 4-2.
And you knew it was the first World Cup. Oh my god, dude. 1982 Spain.
Italy beats West Germany. What? I mean, this is awesome.
Come on, man. Oh my god. Alright, one more. 1946.
In 1954, you mean there was no World Cup during the war?
How did you get that? I was trying to stump you. Yeah, there was no World Cup in 1946. Oh my god. Alright, done. I don't know what to say. Alright, so obviously we just found a new segment that we have to do. Whatever the topic is going to be, I'm going to find random questions to test his sports knowledge. As you saw right there, I promise, that was unscripted. We did not practice. We did not go over it. I just made that up on the fly, and that was the result. So moving forward, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to stump him with a topic.
You should say like this kid is genius.
Clearly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have...
You know what? We should get the lioness's attention by what I just did.
Hey, what we're gonna do too, moving forward, is I think if we don't have really a topic to talk about, I might just throw this dude on camera and start nailing him with random sports trivia.
That would be.
I think we should do that.
It would be it's crazy. I followed the entire England Lionesses squad on my Instagram ranking. It would be unbelievable.
Oh.
If they could ask me about their club and
if you're listening out there, if you get a hold of this, we want trivia questions about the club, so that way we can answer them. We'll leave that out to you. Let's close this out. You ready? So that was it. That was the first ever segment of that, which went unbelievable. So we'll be doing that moving forward.
Can we get that a title?
We will. We should. I'm gonna come up with
plus
we'll talk about
England's win plus a moment of my breath.
We'll sign off and we'll figure that out. All right, guys.
It came home. Thanks a lot for enjoying my video. The next video will be out soon.
Yes, it will. Thank you. Like and subscribe.
Alright.